Class 6. This movie is on Chine Eze Love TV. Yeah, it features Uzor, Arukwe, and we also have a lot. We have Detola Jones in this movie. A lot more actors, interesting characters in the movie as well. Now, Class 6 talks about a man who is an Odogu, very rich man, businessman, who is an illiterate, love his wife to bits. Now, his wife is the one who caters, care, and orders for anything that has to do with papers, signing in his business. So the wife used that to her advantage and scammed the husband of a lot of money. So due to this experience, the man's brother asked him to go back to school so that he could be able to at least read and write and know what he's signing in the future. So that's what Class 6 talks about. Now let's talk about Uzor Arukwe. Yes, he as the Odogu, there was nothing different in the character he played. The only difference is that this time he was an illiterate, an Odogu who is an illiterate. So that has to do with all these our Onitsha brothers who did not go to school, and most of them can't read and understand anything in regards to education. So they are rich, but they can't read. So that's what Uzor Arukwe played in this movie. Business tycoon who is so rich. He was really entertaining, very funny character here, and especially when he went back to school, he was the only old man in the class. That was really exciting to see. Uzor was fantastic as usual. The interesting scenes has to also do with when he was talking to his boys in the office. Those scenes were so entertaining to watch. Uzor was just fantastic in this movie. Then let's talk about Detola Jones. Yeah, she was the teacher, who later fell in love with the student. Detola was also very amazing. Scenes where she was just practically angry for the fact that Uzor wasn't coming to class early or missing out class. Detola Jones was fantastic as usual. Then the lady who played Uzor Arukwe's sister, she was one of the best characters in this movie. The evil speaking she was doing all the time was just relatable because we don't speak English to our siblings in the house. We speak our local dialect most of the time. So she did justice to her role. She was just fantastic as the elder sister who was just to put things in the right place for her brother. Then let's talk about the student. Kudos to whoever was directing this movie. The person just made sure that the students stay in character. They were not looking at the camera too much. They were not doing unnecessary movements. That was really good. Even looking at how the students are way too young, or not too young, but like they were so young, but they were able to do justice to their, characters or acting as just props. That was really, really good by them. Then let's talk about the cinematography. Cinematography for this movie was okay, but Uzor Arukwe's house cinematography setting was a bit. Color grading was just a little bit too much. The yellowish was just too much. But with the outside shot, it was okay. Uzor Arukwe's house grading not so much for me, but yeah. Let's talking about location. Location was also really done beautifully. The house was beautiful. We were shown, a school setting, classroom setting. The title says Class 6, so if you didn't had school setting, school or class, that would have been a too much or diabolical. So it's good we saw, or we had a school location, classroom location settings and stuff like that. And then of course also Uzor's shop was amazing twist to it. That was the scenes from that shop was just beautiful. all the scenes done in that shop actually was top notch. The movie in general was good addiction, and it was good that they highlighted us that the ex-wife was arrested, was caught up with after scamming Uzor. She was kind of arrested. They let us know that that was what happened to her at the end. So it was good that this movie is, when it came out fresh, a lot of people talked about it. They loved it. They loved the idea that after he was scammed, he didn't become poor. Most Nollywood movies, anytime something like that happened, the man or whoever was gets scammed automatically becomes bankrupt and becomes poor, goes back to the trenches. With this movie, even with the amount the wife stole, he was still very rich. He continued his business. He took a little bit of loan, and his business continued to flourish. So I think they concentrated more on teaching us that education is important. I think that's the aspect where this movie kind of stands out. So in regards to getting scammed because you could not read and write. So yeah, it didn't have to do with anything money incentives. So I think that was a good interesting part of this movie. Yeah, which they executed very well. So if you haven't seen this movie called Class 6, the movie is on Chine Love is a TV. Do want to watch. Rating it, I would definitely give this movie a 7/10 because it's very entertaining, very interesting, and it gave us a feel of adult education in regards to how Uzor play his role, even though the adult education is not in an adult school. I think that was a great feeling to it. And they kind of implement a lot of people in the movie in terms of the classroom scenes, and also they gave us a feel of the business. There was someone who came to do business with him, and that was affecting his attendance in school. So that was really, really good. They touch every little bit of aspect, then that was really terrible. So the movie is really interesting. Do well to watch if you haven't seen it yet. Thank you guys so much for watching this video review. If you love it, let me know. If you have watched this movie before, actually, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think in general. I'll see you all in the next video.